Howdy, Amy. All right, folks. Wonderful crowd we got. Hopefully everyone has a mat. To be completely honest with you, I was not expecting this amount of people. I'm glad to see you all. Does everyone have somewhat of a mat or something like that? Hopefully. Cool. All right, you can go ahead if you're sitting down, if you're laying down, feel free to get comfortable. I'll let you get on your mats and such. Feel free, I will say, if you want to take your shoes off, socks are fine, plug your nose if you need it, but otherwise just get comfortable. Cool. So this is basically going to be like a pseudo yoga session. I'm just not going to call it a yoga session because legally I'm not supposed to. So we're going to be doing a bunch of stretching. It's going to be about 30 minutes. I'll just talk to you about what we're doing and all that kind of stuff. But the basic premise is for y'all to just relax and enjoy the 30 minutes of stretching, okay? Sound like a plan? Beautiful. Hell yeah, Sherry. Awesome. So real quick, I'll give you a little quick quip as to why we're doing this. So why does this matter? Why are we taking the time to stretch? We all live stressful lives, okay? Every single person in this room, I'm sure, has different things that are stressing them out. It's the easy way is to just sit on the couch and just zone out and call it a day, and that can get you so far, but honestly, it's going to be to your benefit if you just take a little bit of time to do some mindful stretching, some movement. 9 times out of 10, that's going to do you much more than just zoning out, zonking out on the couch. So this is really beneficial for that. There are a myriad of different studies that talk about the benefits of any kind of stretching routine, even 5 to 10 minutes per day. It tends to improve effects of lowering cortisol, which is the stress hormone, decreases feelings of burnout, decreased anxiety, increases levels of well-being and positive energy, just a myriad of different benefits as to why we would stretch. And when we focus on breathing while we're doing this mindful kind of movement, that's a winning combo. So today I really do want you to kind of think about how you're breathing. If you train with me here, I talk repetitively about breathing constantly all the time. We're all really bad at breathing. If you want to learn more about breathing, I host a workshop on that as well. Come on by, be on the lookout. So I do want you to focus on breathing while we're doing just about everything today, okay? So with that being said, everyone take a big deep inhale, hold it for about 4 beats, and then go ahead and release super slow, super duper slow. Whenever you are done with that breath, I want you to you can stay sitting up or you can lay on down. Optimally, you're going to lay down, but get further comfortable. If you need to scoot some mats all of a sudden, that's okay. Go ahead and put one hand on your stomach, one hand on your chest. Doing some big, deep belly breaths. We're looking to make sure our belly is going up, our chest is staying right where it's at. Think about 4-second inhales, a little bit of a pause while it's in there, and then about 6-second exhales. Longer exhales than those inhales. Relax your shoulders, let everything sink into the mat. As we start to move here in a few moments, I want you to keep in mind that there is no such thing as a perfect pose. Whatever feels good for you is good for me. If you need to modify any movement today, feel free, you have the autonomy to do so. If it hurts, don't do it. I want you to focus on relaxing, releasing, and breathing. One more long cleansing breath here for me. All right, I want you to bring your knees towards your chest as much as possible. You can go ahead and wrap your arms around them nice and calmly. You can kind of sway back and forth, going side to side, trying to relax your back, massage your back a little bit. Again, if anything hurts, do not do it. I bet you all already forgot how to breathe. Reminder, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Big, deep, low breaths. Excellent. Now what I'd like you to do, you're going to extend one leg out. One is at roughly 90 degrees. You're going to try and keep your shoulders down. If your right knee is up, you're grabbing it with your left hand and pulling it across your body nice and slow. Big exhales while you do this. You're going to hang out there for some big deep breaths. Two more big deep breaths on the one side. After about 2 big deep breaths, take your time. You'll do the exact same thing on the opposite side here. Focus on long exhales. Try to sink into the mat. Two more big deep breaths here. Take your time. Long, long exhales. Now I want you to bring both of your feet down in front of you. You're going to press your feet into the ground and bring your hips up off the ground. Pause at the top for 2 big deep breaths. Then gently come right back down. You'll do that 8 times, getting some movement in there. Big, deep, low breaths. How we doing? All good. I will say, I'm fresh out of mats. Not how I planned it. Floor is warm for you. Nothing really should bug anything. Anywhere you'd like. Probably space back there. I got space over this way. You can move the benches if you need as well. Again, about 8 bridges here. Take your time at the top. Take your time at the bottom. We're looking for big, deep, low breaths. Gotcha. Excellent. Yep.
Greg.
Brogan. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, once you're done with the bridges, bring your legs back out in front of you. Hand back on your stomach, hand back on your chest, and we're looking for 2 big, deep cleansing breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, long, long exhales. Once you are done with the 2 cleansing breaths, we're going to roll off onto your side and then up onto your hands and knees. Hardest part so far. Hands and knees from here, we're going to do some cat-cow. As you inhale, you're going to drop your tummy towards the floor, bring your chest up. As you exhale, you're going to arch your back towards the ceiling, squeeze your core. Long, long exhale at the top. In through the nose, dropping your belly to the floor, chest high. Bringing your back up towards the ceiling as you exhale. We'll do that 8 more times. Thinking about the sensations you're feeling in your back, in your palms, in your knees. Finding some awareness in the present moment. See how long you can make your exhales. See how much you can expand your tummy as you take those big inhales. After your last cat-cow here, you're going to sit back towards your heels into a child's pose, both reaching forward and sitting back, thinking about lengthening out. Allow your forehead to go all the way to the floor. Keep those big breaths. About 8 big deep breaths while we're here, sinking lower and lower each breath. Thinking about lengthening out each breath. If your mind wanders, try and bring yourself back to the present moment. Bring yourself back to your breathing. And when you're ready in your own time, you're going to come back up into that hands and knees position. From here, we're going to do some bird dogs. Now I want you to pause at the top. Get a full breath in and out while you're up here. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Right back to where you started. When we're doing this, thinking about lengthening out, reaching forward, reaching back. Lengthening out in each position, taking your time, sitting into it. Big deep breaths. If you're not getting big, deep breaths, you're working too hard. Big, deep, low breaths. One more on each side. Take your time. Focus on balance, focus on lengthening out. And whenever you're done with that in your own time, we're going to stand up. This is the hardest part yet, folks. We're going to basically drop into a squat about as low as you can. That's all going to be very relative. Try and push your knees out. You're going to hang out there for about 2 big deep breaths. After that, you'll come right back up to where you started. We'll do that 5 times. 2 big deep breaths at the bottom. Try and keep your heels down. That is the hard part. And we're coming right back up. Big, deep, low breaths. See if you can get lower with each subsequent rep. And again, there are no perfect poses. If this hurts, don't do it. If this does bother your knees, feel free to switch it out to just touching your toes. Once we are done with about 5 of those, you're going to bring your arms together like so. You're going to drop your hips back, slowly fold forward, and you're just going to hang for about 6 big deep breaths. Each time you should expect yourself to get lower and lower with each exhale. Super long exhales. Once you're done with that, now a couple ways to do this. Optimally, you're going to bring your hands down if you can reach and walk yourself out just a hair into a downward dog. Now if that's a bit much, bend your knees and then walk yourself out from there, straighten them out. You're going to hang out there for 2 big breaths and then walk yourself back up into that hanging position for 2 more big deep breaths. 2 big deep breaths, walking yourself out, lengthening out, walking yourself back. But 2 full breaths in each position. If you don't love that, we're just hanging out in that forward hang. We'll do that 5 times in total. In the downward dog position, think about lengthening out. Part of a workout, right, Sherry? Good catch, Gerald. And once we finish with those, we're going to come up as tall as we can manage, reaching up for 2 big deep breaths. On the last exhale, again, you're going to drop yourself down as low as you can go. A couple breaths down here. Now, last one here with any level of activity is probably the hardest part. We're going to do some single leg reaches. Now we're working on balance. Lengthening out as far as you can. Now optimally we're going out to parallel here and then coming back nice and slow. This is hard, folks. That's the point, okay? Big, low, deep breaths. There is no perfect pose here. If you're going here and that's all I'm getting, I am a happy camper. Same arms, same leg are extending out, and I do want you to think about extending. Good catch. We'll do 4 on each side. Think about trying to find the ground with your foot, grounding yourself to the floor, extending out, trying to breathe. And you'll come right back up. We're reaching out and then coming back up to where we started. Give yourself some grace. There's no such thing as perfect. Am I right, Diane? Come on. That's it. Don't neglect the breath. The breath's there to help you. Good catch. Again, about 4 times on each side. And whenever you're good and frustrated, you can go ahead and grab a seat back down on your mat. Feet out in front of you, legs are straight. We're reaching forward. If you can reach and touch your toes, go ahead and do so, finding a forward bend here. If you can't reach your toes, grab onto your leg. We're going to hang out there for 6 big, deep breaths, thinking about lengthening out. Allow your mind to quiet, focus on your breath. After about 6 big deep breaths, you're going to go ahead and lay down on your back. You're going to cross one leg over top of the other, grab on to the inside of that opposite leg, pull it in as far as you can. Don't overstretch, just whatever's comfortable. Find some breaths in this position, a figure 4. If this doesn't feel so good, don't do it. Just stay in that forward hold or on your back with your knees bent. Allow yourself to further relax. In your own time, you're going to go ahead and switch sides. In your own time, you're going to bring your feet down in front of you. You're going to bring your palms open towards the ceiling. We're just going to find a laying position, Savasana, corpse pose. Big deep breaths here. Nobody talk, allow everyone to find some relaxation. Big deep breaths. Think about all the sensations that you feel from the floor. Check in with your breathing. In your own time, no rush. You can go ahead and sit up whenever you're comfortable. Open your eyes. I feel better. I don't know. How about you guys, huh? So, when you guys do these kinds of things at home, obviously this was about 30 minutes or so. You don't need that kind of time. You can do any one of those poses or positions or exercises. Any of those at home is going to be a benefit to yourself, okay? When you feel burnt out, when you feel anxious, when you feel tired, more often than not, this kind of thing is going to be a whole lot better for you than just zoning out on the couch. There were different kind of like epochs or positions there. Breaking up those into about a 10-minute little stretch routine, that would be phenomenal for your mental health, for your physical health, for the well-being of those around you. It'd be beneficial for you. I could go into every single benefit that it has to offer you, but there are tons of them. This will be on YouTube, all those same kinds of stretches. I'll say for everyone here, all of you that go to Alloy or anyone that engages in any kind of strength training routines, yoga, stretching, this kind of thing is probably the single best thing you can do in supplementation to the strength training that you're doing. It allows you to get bodily awareness, kinesthetic awareness of your body and what it's feeling like, allows you to bring yourself back to the present moment. I would hate for any of you to leave this room, this world, anything with that, and not remember the present moment and the moments that made life worth living. That's what we're here to do. That's what makes life worth living. With that being said, thank you all very much for taking the time to join me today. Thank you all.